guys, good morning. Welcome back to Java tutorials. So far I have covered the concepts of basics for Java. From today onwards we will see the next level, that is about object oriented concepts. Are you guys ready for learning? Okay, let's get started. Hi friends, welcome back to my Java tutorials. In this video I will talk about what is classes and objects and how to create those objects, purpose of the objects creation, some of the main important concepts in Java. As we know, Java is object oriented programming. Classes and objects are basic concepts of object oriented programming. Now let's understand one by one what is classes and objects in Java. Class is a blueprint or logic entity in Java. Inside class we can have methods and variables. Means in Java all the code is encapsulated inside the class. The next important terminology we need to understand is object. Object is instance of a class. Let's see an example here. Suppose car is a class where the companies or manufacturers like a Toyota, Audi, Nissan are we considered as objects in Java. Now let's understand why we create objects. The purpose of creating objects are for calling methods and calling instance variables. Without having objects, it's not possible to call instance variables or methods. We will understand more once we look into the coding examples more. The next important thing to understand is syntax. Here I created a class and one instant variable. This is the main method here. Here I am creating objects. And the syntax is, first we need to give the class name and object name equals to this new keyword and again class name, open and closing parenthesis, semicolon. The meaning of this one is object 1 is created for the class called demo. If you see the new keyword here, we will understand that object is created here. And we can also create more than one object for the same class. This is how the objects are created, and these two concepts are basic building blocks of the Java. It's very important to understand these two terminologies and keywords in Java. In my next tutorial, we will see more coding examples to understand better and get some handy practice. Hey, welcome back to my Java tutorials. In this video, we will see what are the methods in Java and syntax, types of methods in Java. While going through the program, you heard many times like this is the method and what the method is doing, right? Basically, method is nothing but a code. Code means like it's a block of code or set of code. We will also called as group of code, but anyway the code is like it has to perform some task. The most important benefit of creating this method is reusability of the code. For example, if one task is performing by one method, the same task we can use many times instead of writing many lines of code, right? Suppose this method calculating the interest. Whenever you want to calculate the interest again, instead of writing many lines of code, simply you can call this method and perform the task. How simple it is. So it is very important to understand what a method in Java. This is one simple example of creating a method, public void add. This public is access modifier and void is return type. Add is the method name. This one is a parameter for the methods. Whatever is there inside braces is body, and whatever we are doing here is the return statement. I know if you see the code in writing, it's very hard to understand as a beginner, but this is how you need to understand from the scratch. Once you start writing the code, then it's easy for you to implement the code. The next stage, anyway, I am going through lot of examples, I mean coding examples, then you will understand very clearly. This is the way I learn the coding. That's why I am writing the syntax first and writing the code again in the computer. The next thing is, what are the types of methods in Java? There are two types of methods in Java. One is user defined and another one is predefined. Predefined or created by Java. It's already created, so you don't need to create again, just you need to call those methods. For example, length, square root, equals. These predefined methods we will see in our next tutorials. User defined methods are depends on the requirements. Again, here is one user defined one because we created, right? In this video the main thing is like how to create a method. I hope you understand my tutorials very well. Hi viewers, welcome back to my Java tutorials. In this video I will talk about what is object creation and a coding example to call a instance variable. Object means it's an instance of a class that is useful for calling methods and variables. In this video, we will see how to call instance variables in Java. First of all, I created a class obj for instance variables, and let me also create one instance variable int n1 equal to 100 and one more int n2 equal to 200. After that, we have the main method. Let's do some addition here. Immediately we can see the error here because those are instance variables we cannot access here. If suppose variables are inside the main method, then look, you don't have any problem. The code executes well, right? So if you have instant variables, you have the problem now. To call those instance variables, we definitely need an object. Now let's create the object. For creating the object, we need to exactly follow this syntax. First class name, then object. For that, you need to give the new keyword and the class name again, open and closing parenthesis and semicolon. After seeing this keyword new, you can immediately understand like we created an object. So far we created only the object. Now we have to call them using object. So here our object is obj.n1 plus then again obj.n2. Save the code and run. Now we don't see any errors and code is executing, right? It's working perfectly fine. The same code also executed in another way. obj.n1 plus obj.n2. Save the code and run again. It's pretty much same. I just rewrite the code in a different way, that's it. But anyway, the main concept here is you need to understand what is object creation and how to call and the benefit of object creation. Hey, welcome back to Java tutorials. In this video, I will talk about what is object creation in Java and one coding example for calling methods. If you have seen my previous videos, you already know that objects are basic building blocks of the program. These are useful for calling methods and instance variables. I created a class. Now let's declare some instance variables. Suppose n1 equal to 10 and n2 equal to, let's say, 20. Here I am creating a method for addition, public void add. This is the syntax for method creation. In that we are making addition. So far I created two instance variables and one method for the addition of n1 and n2. Now let's take main method. Now our next target is we have to call this method here. For that we need to create one object. The syntax of the object creation is, so we need to give the class name, then object, you can give whatever name you want, then new keyword, then class name, open and closing parenthesis, semicolon. Now we are calling the method add. Save the code and run. Now you can see the output. Simply you can write like n number of methods here. Those ones we will call here using object. obj1 dot. You have to give the same exact name, otherwise the compiler throws the error. So you don't need to write any code here. Simply you need to understand how to create a methods and how to call a methods. We'll also do this one in another way. First I created a method and giving arguments here n1 and n2. What it does addition n1 plus n2. Here I haven't given any value to the variable, but I gave the arguments here and the same thing I'm passing here. So the method is good, but still we are getting here the compile time error. It is asking expected 2 arguments but 0 found. So what are those arguments? Those are integer arguments. Whatever the data type you have given here, you have to give the same arguments here. Comma 30. Save the code and run it. Now you can see 50. That's how we can create and call methods using objects. Hey, welcome back to my Java tutorials. In this video, I will talk about what is object versus what is object reference in Java. In my last tutorial, we already seen some of the examples of creating objects. In this video, I just want to make a clear understanding of the difference between the object and object reference. First of all, I created a class, then one variable, int a equal to 10, print statement. Now I am creating the object. This is how we need to call the instance variable. This is the object and this is calling variable. Let's save the code and run it. It prints the a value. So far it's clear, right? We created one instant variable and one object, and using that object we access the variable. Suppose we have one more variable here. If you want to access another variable, you need to create one more object and access that one. So the problem here is we are creating many objects. Is that good? More objects means we are using more memory. As a good coding practice, you should not create more objects and you should not use more memory unnecessarily. That's the reason we create object reference instead of creating objects. Now let's create object reference. This is also pretty same. This is the syntax. Here we created object and this is the object reference. So using that reference, we can call n number of variables and n number of methods. That's all for today tutorial guys. I hope you enjoy watching my tutorials. See you in my next video. Meanwhile, stay tuned and happy learning.